Okay.
Okay, next one.
When you are fighting some disease, but you know that your end is really close and you don't have any options to fight it.
Being terminally ill.
Yes.
Okay.
I have never met someone who was terminally ill,
Mm-hmm.
luckily. So when the people decide to be together, they mm,
Start to go out with each other.
uh, yes,
Okay.
or start and seeing each other.
Mm-hmm.
It is one of life-changing events when you became a mother.
Mm-hmm. Having a baby, and don't forget to make an examples.
Examples. I was thinking about giving a birth, but you've told us that they have the similar meaning, yes? Or giving a birth, it's about mother, and having a baby, it's about birth of the parents.
Both are correct.
But
They-
men don't give a birth to a child.
yeah, that's true.
So we can tell that both of the parents are having a baby, but mother gave birth, yes,
Mm-hmm.
to a baby. Yes, so an example, yes. My life-changing event was in 2015 when I gave birth to my elder daughter, Veronica.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was not a long time ago.
No, not so long ago.
All right. Good.
Uh, так. I never wanted to break my education or to make break in my education, but
Mm-hmm.
some
I
of
think
people from my group made it.
all right. Let's make a sentence.
Mm, I don't think it's a good idea dropping out university before graduation, dropping out of university before the graduation, because yeah, it may cause some problems in the future when you are trying to get some work and you don't have any certification or diplomas.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, when you collect money for your personal flat and you want to have your own apartment,
Mm-hmm. Good.
so I have such experience of buying our first property. I believe it was in 2015. We bought our flat in
Mm-hmm.
Hut.
Mm-hmm. And do you still have it or did you sell it?
No, we still have it, but to tell the truth, I'm thinking about selling it
Mm-hmm.
because the prices for property in Kharkiv now raised even.
That's interesting. And what is an average price of the property in Kharkiv?
For two rooms, I believe it's about 45, 50, and even more.
Not bad.
Because, for example, my friend who I was telling you about, who's renting a flat near Velenska, they sell their apartment for $70,000. It
Wow.
was after war. No, so maybe it was 1 year ago.
Hmm.
So they sell it even bigger for bigger price than two rooms, but with a
Oh.
really really good interior and
Hmm.
everything.
Hmm. Wow. That's a lot.
Yes, indeed.
Good.
uh, when police um, uh, drop
Charges.
chargers, yes, drop chargers.
Mhm. Okay, he was convicted of crime.
Yes,
Maybe
I
any news about Ukraine? Recent news.
recent news about him. I don't like news at all. They like, I believe it's rubbish. It's for your brain. I don't like to pay attention to it. I'd better read a book.
Mm-hmm.
So I've never been convicted of crime.
Good for you.
Only, only for exceeding the speed of vehicle. No,
Speed
only.
limit.
Oh, no, no. Even not. It's for my husband. No, I've never been convicted of crime. Maybe some wrong parking of the car. That's all.
I
I
see, I
have.
see. Well done. Great job. You nice description. And now let's practice those phrases. Task one, you need to think which life-changing event is described in the sentence. For example, from our phrases above. The first one.
He was convicted of corruption. Apparently, he'd been taking bribes for years.
Mhm.
So it's something of being convicted of crime, and maybe that's all. Or
Yeah,
maybe
and what happens then? And maybe
he was getting sent to prison.
Yeah, so you can have one more. You have 4 minutes to match the sentences with our phrases.
Okay.
And fighting cancer, which one can we put in?
In the fifth one, where being terminally ill.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. So, any interesting vocabulary here? Well done, all correct.
Thank you. Any interesting vocabulary? Concealer. It's like
Counselor.
consultant.
Yeah,
Or
the person who
yeah,
gives advices to someone. Mm-hmm.
seller.
Good. So now let's check some interesting vocabulary. Stay with me in Zoom. So the first one, what's missing here?
Heat pain.
What do we do with bribes? By the way, bribes.
Maybe
If,
sent.
or you can just
Taken.
yeah. So bribes, is it legal or illegal?
Illegal.
Yeah, that's right. Does someone give it to you because they want you to do something?
So it's about giving money for doing
Money.
something.
Yeah, money or presents. For example, if you have a national park and someone wants to build a house there, they might give bribes to whom? To maybe mayor of the city.
Mayor or some kind of government.
Yeah, why else people take bribes? For what?
For given places in I don't know, university.
That's right. That's
Our country.
good. And when lots of people take bribes, what problem do we have?
Corruption.
That's right. Okay, good. Next one. Number 2. I'm sorry. Number 2.
Saked or something, like he was
An opposite,
tired of his work, no?
if he...
He got offered the job.
So when he got offered, did he quit or did he find a new job?
He find a new job. He
When
was
we
offered a new job.
when we get offered, when we are offered a job, what can we do with it?
Accept.
And the opposite will be?
Deny.
No, deny doing something, deny stealing. And here we have
Reject.
or take down. Turn it down. Sorry, turn it.
Take down. Turn down. Turn down. It's similar to reject. Yes.
That's right. Good. Next one.
In labor.
So when you're in labor, is it before or after you give a birth?
Before.
And how long women can be in labor?
For me, it was for 2 days.
No way.
I don't want to tell you more.
Thank you.
Because you you will
Never have
make
children
the
in
decision
my
about
life.
having babies. I don't want such a life for you.
I think we
But it
already
can be quite tough.
Yeah, but I forgot. Yeah, as the older I get, the less I want. About this experience. Okay, great. So, number 4.
Don't remember. Take out a mortgage. Mortgage is kind of heritage.
Actually, I don't have enough money to buy my first property. So I go to bank and take out a mortgage. So
When a bank paying for you, yes.
yeah, so mortgage, is it a loan? And do I need to give it back?
Definitely.
A mortgage, is it for car or for house?
For house.
Yeah.
Ипотека, да?
For house, for flat. When you take out a mortgage, what do you need to pay every month?
Fee.
We call it interest. For example, 20% interest. Oh my God. Yeah. So it's not percentage. In the bank, we call it interest.
Interest. Like the word interest.
That's right. And what else do you need to pay every day? Not every day, every month. You pay installments.
Installments, it's paying for...
Yeah, for example, if you take a loan for $1 million, you need to pay every month 10,000, for example. And 10,000 will be an installment. The amount of monthly payments. Розсрочка. Do you know what are the interests for taking out a mortgage in Ukraine?
To tell the truth, not really well aware about.
Okay, no problem, but it's a lot. Number 5.
Yeah. Spread, maybe.
So when the disease spread, does it continue or stop?
It continues.
That's right. Good. Next one.
Retrained.
If you work as a barista, who can you retrain as a
Waitress.
Yeah, maybe. All right, next one. If you okay.
Rough, yeah, I was thinking about rough or tough. But if there is a difference, rough and tough, and where can I apply rough and where I can apply tough?
Tough, difficult, rough, difficult. But rough also means dangerous in other situations. For example, Борщагівка is pretty rough area.
So it's also about difficult. Rough. Danger. So when I'm telling about personal experience, I should use tough, not rough.
No, it's okay. In this phrase, it's absolutely okay to say going through a rough patch. It's like a phrase. So when they go through a rough patch, is everything okay in their relationship, or do they have any difficulties?
They have some difficulties, I believe.
If we say go through a rough patch in relationships, what difficulties they might have?
Living together with parents.
That's right. That's right. Okay, good. Next one. We have a really interesting phrase. To call it a day. So to call it a day means to decide to end or to finish something. Usually when we want to end relationships or
Yeah, I was thinking that they had a chance to be in together again, so it's not the same. Yes.
unfortunately. So if you want to finish your relationships or you have a business meeting and you want to finish a business meeting, you say, let's call it a day.
Call it a day. It's finish something. Yes.
Yeah, finish meeting or relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
For a date. Out.
Mm-hmm.
Out. Ask her out on a date.
So when somebody asks somebody out on a date, where do you think they can go?
Cafe, restaurant,
That's right.
circus.
Why not? Okay. His team has been on a terrible.
Mm,
For example, football
it
team.
means they were busy. No. Yeah, I remember that example. There was something bad with their games.
Yeah, so were they winning or losing last games?
Losing. They were losing every time,
Yeah, that's right.
like 9 times of 10.
And if they're in the cup, it means championship. So what do you think happened with them?
Uh, knocked out. Like выкинули, да?
But be careful, knocked out.
Knocked out of the cup.
Great. And the last one. So Ukrainian team, were they knocked out of the cup world?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm sure,
I'm not a fan of football or.
but probably in the final. And the last one. So a big reception in the evening. What do you think means reception?
I don't know. Maybe party or something like this.
That's right. That's right. So what do people do in Ukrainian wedding reception?
You mean party and dancing and having a good time?
Yeah, I think they have a lot of those games, wedding games.
Indeed.
That's right. Okay. Nice. So now let's summarize our words and check the pronunciation with you. Let's check the form first of all. So what's missing here?
Get a job offer.
Or get.
Get offered a job. Get
It.
offered a job.
Mm-hmm.
In labor.
Mm-hmm.
Out.
Mm-hmm.
Take out. Had a treatment for cancer.
Mm-hmm.
To spread
Mm-hmm.
as a concealer.
Mm-hmm.
At her, it was out on a date.
Mm-hmm.
Be on a terrible run. Get knocked out.
Mm-hmm.
Call it a day. Mm. Through
Mm-hmm. Excellent. And pronunciation. Bribes. What sound is here? Bribes.
I
Labor. Being labor.
labor. Labor. Be in labor.
Can you hear T? Mortgage. Mortgage.
Mm-hmm.
And what sound?
Teeth. Mortgage.
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 Do I say it together or separately? Take out a mortgage. Take out a mortgage.
I believe separately.
Take
No?
out a mortgage. Take out a mortgage.
Okay. Then together.
Counselor. Counselor.
Counselor.
Mhm.
Counselor.
Knocked out. Knocked out.
Knocked out.
Mhm. Pass. Pass.
And rough. Yes?
Mhm. That's right. Now let's listen and repeat. Be in labor. Be in labor.
Be in labor.
Mhm. Take bribes. Take bribes.
Take bribes.
Mortgage. Mortgage.
Mortgage. Mortgage.
Take out a mortgage. Take out a mortgage.
Take out a mortgage. Take out a mortgage.
Counselor. Counselor.
Counselor. Counselor.
Retrain as a counselor. Retrain as a counselor.
Retrain as a counselor.
Knocked out. Get knocked out.
Knocked out. Get knocked out.
Knocked out. Knocked out.
Knocked out.
Get
Knocked
knocked.
out.
Get knocked out. Get knocked out.
Get knocked out.
Go through a rough pass. Go through a rough pass.
Go through a rough pass.
Perfect. Now, think about the situation or events in your life or in someone you know and use our new words to describe it. For example, recently there's been a big scandal about some Ukrainian guy in the government who has been taking bribes for years and bought a villa in Spain. I give you a minute to prepare. Do you talk only about yourself or you can also talk about someone you know?
About someone I
Mhm.
know or I don't know.
Mhm.
I believe we can start.
Let's go.
So about first phrase, obviously our country would be better if our government rejected taking bribes or abandoned taking bribes. About second, when I got offered a job, I accepted it. I know what it's like being in labor for ages.
So sorry to hear that.
But it was long ago, and you forget everything when your baby comes. Uh, we were thinking about taking out a mortgage, but luckily our parents helped us, and we did not take out a mortgage. Oh, spread. About spread. I've heard that cancer can spread all over your body in some bad cases. I believe every person can be retrained as there are some different positions that you are now if you really want it. Oh, rough pass. I believe every couple had been through a rough pass, and from time to time it happens to all families.
Is there a secret? Any secret?
Any secrets? You mean about me or about every family?
I don't know.
Like in
Maybe your
desperate,
personal
like in
experience.
Desperate Housewives.
Why not? Why not? Okay. No, your personal, of course, your personal.
Oh no! By the way, everything is simple. No, I don't have any secret.
Secret. Okay, I see, I see. So, well done. Excellent sentences, especially about labor. So let's summarize our class. What was useful today? What was new?
New phrases about take out a mortgage was new. Retrain as air was new. Take bribes. Go through a rough path.
Great. Be careful. Mortgage.
Call it a day. Call it a day was also new for me.
Mortgage.
Mortgage.
Let's check this phrase in films, by the way.
Oh, let's do it.
Here we are.
Let's call it a day. Just be a nice guy. Call it a day.
Ray, we're gonna call it a day.
I think we better call it a day.
Why don't we just call it a day?
You see?
So it's spread enough, yes, that phrase.
I've never seen it, to be honest, but as we can see, I've never heard it, but as we can see, yeah, it is the same as to finish. Instead of finish, you say, let's call it a day.
Great. New to my vocabulary.